What if I told you with only 30 seconds a day? Almost stop the recording because this sounds like such a ridiculous commercial. I promise it's not, but just ride with me, okay? Just hang with me on this one. Let me get through it. What if only 30 seconds a day could vastly change the appearance, the feel, and the health of most people's beards if you did something that wouldn't cost you any more money? It's pretty much something you're doing already, but tweak it a little bit. And this can decrease the inflammation going on. This can increase and stimulate the blood flow, and it can close the cuticle, allowing you to lock in moisture better, not affect any absorption rate of oils or butters or anything else. What if that was the difference? 30 seconds a day? Well, it just happens to be true, and it's something I've talked about since the very beginning of this channel. I've not made a video on it in 5-6 years, but it was worthy of bringing it back, and it is the cold rinse. Now, I know some of you have heard this. I also know this is new information to some of you. I know some of you may have tried it and loved it and still do. Some of you may have tried it, it wasn't for you, and you've cut it off. Now, I do need to say, this is a rule. There are always exceptions. We teach the rule here, and we acknowledge that there are personal variables, but there's also user variables, right? It might be that somebody is getting the benefits, but they're not in tune enough, or at that time, listening to their beard correctly to know the difference. They may have the benefits, they just didn't feel it or understand like the signals to know that they were getting the benefit. And I will break down all the details of how you do this, why it benefits, and really anything else that I think is related. Real quick though, if you guys appreciate free information like this, passion about beard care like this, very quickly, it is free entirely for you and does a lot for me. Hit a thumbs up on the video and consider subscribing if you're not. Thank you to those returning subscribers. A cold rinse. At the end of your shower, turn that water as cold as you can handle it. Now, I'm talking specifically here for the beard. However, it is absolutely amazing for your whole body, for your skin, your hair, and we're finding more and more, even with real peer-reviewed medical studies, the scientific benefits that could be possible for mental health in a cold rinse. Now, I'm not going to get into that. Maybe in the future, who knows? I'm talking about skin and hair, and today I'm talking about the beard. Get that water as cold as you can. It doesn't have to be on the whole body, even though I do, and I do recommend it. Even if you have just like the wand, right? The detachable shower head, use that on your skin underneath the beard first, and then throughout the hair as well, for just 30 seconds. You don't need to be an Iron Man and say, I did the cold rinse for 10 minutes like the cold plunge. You don't have to do that. Also, I am purposely making this video right meow, and that is because it's the heart of summer. This is a dang near necessity for me if I don't want to have the cold or have the clean sweats when I get out of the shower. You know, when you're all in there cozy, it's hot, it's nice, then you get into your air-conditioned bathroom, and then it's just like, whoo, just absolutely, I don't know why, but I just get the sweats that just keep coming out. It's a wild thing. That cold rinse, even with the air conditioning, even with all that, I still have it. With the cold rinse, it just cools me down, and I don't get those sweats, and I love that about it. But go through the beard. I run my fingers through the beard. I don't use the hose. I have just the normal shower head. I start on my head, I go to my back, and then I go to the body, and then I really focus on the beard. What this does, as I said, is it stimulates blood flow to the surface. It's kind of like related to hypothermia, but almost a reversal of it. Essentially, you're rushing blood to the surface, letting it leave at different times, and that like changing has a great effect on the beard. It's going to decrease the inflammation. Now, I've talked about it many times on this channel, but inflammation essentially tries to protect the follicle in the hair. It'll cone up around the hair and kind of squeeze and not allow the nutrients to get there. It's in protection mode. It's inflamed, right? And so when you're not getting the nutrients from the hydration to the minerals and vitamins that we need, the beard isn't going to thrive as much. This lowers that inflammation so we can get that rush of nutrients. Awesome. It also, as I said, is going to cover that cuticle, the hair shaft, and think about it like a pine cone, right? You know, sometimes the pine cones are open and like this, and then sometimes they're nice and smooth. This is going to smooth them out. That's going to lock in moisture in a great way. But Dan, if it's doing that, won't it keep oil out? No, no, no. Oil's still going to penetrate. The hair is still porous and is going to allow things to come in, but not necessarily leave as easily. And that is ideal for a beard. Absolutely ideal. So it's going to lower inflammation, increase the blood flow, and smooth out the hairs. You guys, beard is going to feel better. Beard is going to look better. That was the first thing I noticed. And above all, even if you don't feel it, even if you don't know it, the health of the beard is better. And you don't have to take my word for it, guys. Just do a Google search, an AI search, a peer-reviewed medical study search of impact of cold rinse on hair and skin, impact of cold rinse on beards, on facial hair on your face, skin on your face, and just see the results that you guys find. It's not always easy. It's not always fun, especially in the middle of Michigan winters, but it is worth it. Do you need to do it every day? No. Is every day better? Probably. But a cold rinse is free for most. But Dan, we pay for what? I got it, but you're still going to shower, I hope. Just turn it cold at the end. 30 seconds a day, no products, no money, no anything can really help out your beard. Down below in the comments, open discussion. Have you tried it? Did it make a difference? Do you have questions for me? Thank you guys for watching. I know this will help somebody. Give it a shot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dan C. Bearded, please stay bearded and stay positive.